Hello, magical people. Welcome to the Daily Astro Show. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and we are here on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And I'm here to share with you all the daily astrology horoscope for September 12th, 2024. Hope you're all doing very well out there. Let me know in the comments how everybody is feeling in these crazy times. We're getting close to the eclipses, as we're going to talk about. So before we get into the astrology, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. And we have been hearing from some people lately that they've been getting unsubscribed without pressing unsubscribe. So just make sure that you are subscribed if you'd like to keep up to date with all the magical content that we've got coming out. And also, I do offer personal astrology readings that are available over at consultations.beyondmystic.net and currently booking right now into February 2025. So if you'd like to have a reading with me in 2025, you can go to the link in the description box below and book in. We've got either the 1 year ahead personal forecast reading, birth chart reading, or your solar return birthday chart reading. So let's take a look at our astrology for today, September 12th. Well, actually, I'm filming this on September 11th, just FYI. I'm pre-recording the September 11th, September 12th, and weekend report because Jens and I are on the road. We're in the national parks in Utah, and I think we're about to have 2 days without any service. So not quite sure. So that's why I'm pre-recording these daily astros, and I'll be back on Monday doing them live. So for Thursday, September 12th, we are in, we're entering what we call the last decan of Virgo season. So the sun ingresses into 20 degrees of Virgo. The last 10 degrees of each sign is the last decan. It's the most mature expression of that sign. And I've been talking a lot about how with this Virgo season, sun in Virgo, also Mercury in Virgo, important for us to be tuning into our common sense, to be paying attention to the details, the truth of what is coming up during these times. And this Virgo energy at the moment is so needed, and it's such an amazing astrological remedy, if you will, for the amount of Pisces influence that we've got going on. Okay. Neptune, of course, retrograde right now in his home sign of Pisces. Neptune is the strongest outer planet in his rulership. Saturn at 15 degrees, critical 10 degrees of Pisces. So we got two of those outer, giants in the sign of Pisces. Plus on September 17th, we're going to have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Only 6 days away from September 12th. So we are right in that eclipse season, and Pisces is all about, it's very dreamy, it's very spiritual, it's very creative. In its light side, it rules bliss and oneness and spiritual connection. But in its dark side, which we can definitely be experiencing some of the challenge of it in the collective, and in the planet that rules challenge is in Pisces, right? The dark side is illusions, over fantasy, deception, lies, brainwashing, being ungrounded, right? Being like totally in la la land, and even mental illnesses. Okay. So the astrological remedy for the amount of Pisces that we've got going on is Virgo. Virgo is the opposite sign to Pisces. Pisces is, very dreamy, and don't mean to bash the Pisces. Sometimes the Pisces get mad at me out there when I talk about the shadow side of Pisces, but it's the truth, right? Every sign has its light and shadow side. But with Virgo, this is an earth sign, right? This is one of the most reliable, dependable, no bullshit signs. It's about practicality and common sense and the reality of what is actually going on. Okay. So in these times, I'm just feeling really strong to say this for today, which is interesting. During these times, the Virgo energy, taking care of your health, staying grounded, spending time outside in nature, focusing on right here, right now in the common sense, that's the most important thing right now, is having healthy Virgo energy in our lives. And you guys are going to feel it as we get into next week, as we're right in the eclipse energy. It's going to feel weird. It's going to feel really spacey, particularly the Pisces or the other water signs will be feeling that the most, but any of us can be feeling that actually. So, today, September 12th, we've actually got an exact aspect as well. Sun exactly square Jupiter. Okay. This is interesting because Jupiter is one of the benefic planets, right? It's lucky ducky Jupiter, as I like to call him. And he's not a heavy planet. And even when we have him in square aspects, it's not really that bad. It can actually bring some positive energy, some expansion, some potential. The one thing, that I would say to watch out for when we do have a Sun square Jupiter is, well, actually a couple things. Just being mindful of any overindulgence, overspending. Jupiter expands things, and when he's in squares, it might be a challenging expansion of something. Right. So just watching out for those things, watching out also for not being overly preachy, right? Jupiter is our beliefs and being a teacher and being preachy. We don't have to save anybody in this wake up process. People will wake up when they are ready to wake up. And I feel that very, very important from spirit right now for me to express is you're going to see one of the beautiful things of all this Pisces influence right now and over the whole next 6 months to 2.5 years with the eclipses being in Pisces, a lot of people spiritually awakening. Okay, so that's one of the beautiful things. You do not need to force anybody to wake up. People will do that on their own. And the people that don't want to do that, that's their journey, right? We can't force anything. So I like the Sun square Jupiter, actually. It's amplifying the Virgo, our sun in Virgo, which is all those, things I've been talking about, the being grounded energy, the practicality, and the common sense. Sun square Jupiter can also be quite lucky. Okay, so if you've got any major planets at 20 degrees of Virgo or 20 degrees of Gemini, where the sun and Jupiter is, this might be a little bit of a lucky ducky day for you. And it's very much testing and expanding our beliefs and our potential. So I like the energy of the Sun square Jupiter. And I said it earlier in the week. I actually like the astrology of this week, even though we're right before an eclipse next week, which is really intense full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. I'll talk about that more in depth on the Beyond Astro weekly forecast on Sunday. Even though we got that going on, we got some nice aspects right now. Mercury sextile Mars, Sun square Jupiter, Venus trine Jupiter. So these are nice ones, you guys. So soak up the good vibes, okay? And before I finish up, I want to mention also, don't forget that I just hosted this 2024 Fall Eclipses live workshop over on the Beyond Mystic Academy that is available for replay if you weren't able to catch the live, where I deep dived on what this eclipse season means for the whole collective, for the whole year moving forward. Its influence lasts for a whole year moving forward, and also for each of the 12 signs. And go check out my husband Jens's new offering, the Wake Up Calls, available on consultations.beyondmystic.net. This is a great new offering to help people in their waking up process. And Yenzi I call him Yenzi because he's my husband. He's an expert on alternative information and conspiracies and the metaphysical. And he's a great guide for anybody that is just starting to wake up that might have a whole lot of questions. So this is great either for yourself, if you think that sounds interesting for you, or to also gift a loved one who might be going through that process themselves that needs to talk to an expert about it. So I love you all so, so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the MEG Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And I will see you all tomorrow for another Daily Astro Show. Mwah! Love you all.